Good morning, Tal.
Good
And
morning.
thank you, Sean, Eshel, and Ignite family. It's a pleasure being part of this team working on this very important mission. And it's my pleasure to have you here with me, Tal.
Thank you, my pleasure.
So, Tal, we know you went to the Ministry of Energy just the COVID 19, and then you came back to the ministry at the time of war. It feels almost a contradiction in terms to work on long-term plans with such a chaos and immediate needs. How was it?
So first of all, it is a chaos, but we live in Israel. We're used to chaos. Our reality is a chaos always. Yes, COVID has changed a lot, and the war, of course, and October 7th as well. And I think that my current role is actually a combination that gives the best answer to your question. So one thing that I'm in charge of is the long-term policy, as you mentioned, and we're trying to look as far as we can in order to make the best plans and in order to give clarity to the private sector so we can be there and do our work the best we can. For example, one of the works we're working on these days is the Israeli strategy for net zero emissions from the energy sector by the year of 2050, which is pretty much it's soon. And we're trying to give clarity, but I think that more than the chaos, the bigger challenge is the uncertainty. The energy sector, if you take a look, even 5 years ago, the energy sector in Israel looked totally different than it is today, and then it will be in 5 more years and even 2 more years. And we're trying to plan and get ready to 30 years ahead. And this is the biggest challenge. And I think that the best solution, and even pretty much the only solution, is technologies and innovation. And this is connected to the other part of my role, which is strategic projects. One of the main of them right now is our plan, the energy plan for the rehabilitation and development of the Tkuma region, Otef Aza, and also we're looking to the north of Israel and start thinking about that as well. And this is very urgent. We are looking at it as a challenge, but also an opportunity. We want not only to build back better, but to build back the best we can. And when we look at it, this is an opportunity in my vision, when in 3 more years, even 2 more years, a foreign minister of energy will come to Israel. The Israeli minister of energy will take him to the Tkuma region and will show him how we want the energy sector will look like in a few more years. It means microgrid, smart grid, sustainable water systems. It means renewable energies together with storage. And this is what we are looking at. It's not like a pilot, but more as a pioneering. And we truly hope we'll make it happen the best, and that if so, we'll duplicate it to the whole country.
We definitely feel that in our common work. And we all hope for a better future. We're really in a state of mind that we need this. You want to maybe elaborate a little bit with how and when do you think it can happen?
So hopefully soon, very soon. The energy sector got a budget of 300 million shekels, which is pretty much a lot, speaking about energy budgets in Israel. And we are willing to start taking out that money in that current year. For now, it will be what we can do the fastest we can, which is more about the infrastructures. But we are starting to think about innovation and technologies and how we can we put it together at that region. It means both implement technologies, but also developing technologies at that region. Someone here spoke before about the ecosystem, and we believe that the Tkuma region is one of the best ecosystems that can be in Israel and in the world. A very sad fact that I figured only a few months ago is that the public investments in energy in Israel are less than a third than the average of the countries in the OECD, which is insane and very, very sad. And we hope that we can make the change there. And we is everyone that is sitting in that room. Because Israel, we can reduce emissions and we can do whatever we can, but we're a small country. And as a startup nation, this is our role. This is our advantage. This is the best way we can contribute to the world and to climate change and help ourselves, but also the world.
It's really inspiring to hear you. Thank you.
Thank you.
You know, in the work that Ignite is doing with the different communities, we see different needs. We work both with Kuma and with the ministry, and we work with the different communities, and we see that the needs of Nir Oz is very different than the needs of Sderot and Magen, and the different communities ask for different help. And with working with such a big region, what do you think it's more important, to look at the overall picture and to look at the transmission and the grid, or the holistic picture, or to work with the communities, with their different needs? How do you see it?
So I think both are important. We cannot do anything without the residents, and they are the client eventually. But in energy and infrastructures, we have to look at the bigger picture. We build a program, a plan. We have a very nice project. And now is the implementation part, which is the hardest. And we believe that our job and our role at that point is not to force anyone to do anything, but first of all, to enable by regulation, by budget, by financial, and also to help them make the decisions the best they can. That means to give them information that's accessible for them and make them make the best decision for them together.
Yeah, definitely important. I think almost everyone on this floor addressed the questions of innovation and whether it's the time for innovation. But we still hear people saying, no, resilience is important, and we want to make sure that we give the communities the exact needs that they need, and we cannot take a risk with innovation. And working with Ignite, we try to make this leverage and to bring both the needs of the communities and to push forwards innovation. So maybe you can say some words about how you see it and to share something with the work with Ignite.
Sure. So Ignite is our best, very good partners. We work together, and we think innovation is, again, it's the solution. It's not a problem. Of course, it is challenging, but the reality is challenging. We're facing today issues that we never thought we will address, and we saw that innovation and technologies can help us get better and improve the resilience and making the energy sector more reliable, cheaper, and cleaner. And this is our job as the Ministry of Energy, and we cannot do it without you. So I'm asking you, please, if we can help you to help us, please approach. We would love to work together, help. And we're sometimes the obstacle. We have to say that. We're government, public sector. It's hard, but we can also be the solution, almost as much as innovation and technologies. So please, if you're reaching a problem, an obstacle of the government that we can help you with, please come and tell us, and let's think together how we can overcome it. We are now using a lot the phrase of "together we'll win," ביחד ננצח. And I think that, I don't know if we can win together, but for sure, we can only make a change together. So I'm welcoming you, and thank you again.
No better words to end with. Thank you for being such a great partner. We need you.
Thank you very much.